for a berth in the AFC Championship game. Off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
What is that? Like an egg!
Come on. Pass it. Pass it.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And some room to maneuver. Almost unstoppable on the ground there, as that one is good for 39.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
On 1st and 10, Watson. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
On 1st down, Watson. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return, but I don't think they care. They've got the football back.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 3-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
41 Mike. Go. Check.
Back near his goal line, Mariota. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Working out of the gun, Mariota. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
At the 28-yard line.
Check. Ready. One again. Check. 55 to mine. All day, just like that. Just like that. Check 31. Check 31. Check. 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 One. 55. 55.
On second and 12, Mariota. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
Here we go again. Here we go again. Quick dash, quick dash. Go. Shoot. One.
Now Mariota. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. There defensively to knock it away was the safety, Justin Reed.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Watch out. Joker. One.
Now Mariota. And his throw is going to be incomplete. There defensively to knock it away was the safety, Justin Reed. And that's twice now already in this first quarter that he's been able to knock the ball away.
They're going to need that from him and plenty more if they want to slow down this passing game. Thus far, though, he's been a ball magnet.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10.
Where are they, team? Check it back. One. Check safety. Watch the safety creep.
From the gun, Mariota. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Maurice Alexander making the stop defensively.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Johnson, the intended target, and that takes us from second to third down.
Set.
That's what I do. Kill.
59! Kill! 59!
A shotgun snap for Watson. He's got Fuller. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Brings up 4th down.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Texans football to start quarter 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Fresh off the pick 6, it's Watson. He's going to let this one go deep. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. So we got man. 55's Mike, guys, 55.
Let's go, tackle, let's go. We got this.
On 2nd and 15 now. Mariota, he'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
First and 10 at the 42.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 42-yard line. Here's Muhammad. Oh, the spin. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Where are they, team? Watching you five.
Man, I got you.
One.
Take four.
One. If you kill it, motion me out. One.
Buzz.
So that'll back him up 5.
Check 55 to Mike. You got to get the ball until you get the ball right here. Let's go.
Motion.
One. Exit. Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. Forced out to his left. Pass incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
He's coming, double up.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now 1st down.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Watson now going to run the option right. He may try and run for this. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Watson. Sliding out of the pocket, and that is incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and now it's 2nd down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that, but if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Throwing again is Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 46. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
I got it. My 65.
Mariota. And he's got Moncrief. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go!
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board.
51, Mike 51. Hey, watch the screw. Watch the screw. He's checking crap. Motion.
From the gun, here's Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left. He's got a man complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain of 37 for an offense that has not found the end zone yet. That's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Check three.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check nine.
Out of the gun, Watson. Flush to his right. And I think the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Steelers.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Following the fumble recovery, Watson. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Nick Boyle that time. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. Here we go.
From the gun, Watson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you got to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the 2nd half.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On 2nd and 9, Mariota. Green brings it in. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
They'll run it. This is Muhammad. There he goes, right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point now by Boswell. And oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Bang, 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 bang. 29. Switch.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Kill.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
We got 4. 951. Target. Hey, 31. Deuce.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
First down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Put it towards down. He's coming.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Johnson's got it complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Took till the 2nd half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11th. He finds his man Johnson, and he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown, and the Texans get a bit closer.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead. Well, you take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Switch.
On the carry, it's Muhammad. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run with Muhammad. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the backer. Mike 55. Hey, eat. Focus, defense, focus. One.
They'll try to throw now. Mariota. It's caught by Moncrief. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 43.
That's another Steelers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 43.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. I got it. Mike,
They'll try the left side. Muhammad. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down.
Bravo!
Throwing is Mariota. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster, 40 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Watson now to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
No. Hey, 24. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Go. Hey, 31. Let's go. We got double up.
Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Out. 59. Mike. 59. Check 55. Mike. Yeah. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Hustle. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. 59. Hey, 59.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19.
Mike 5-5. Mike 55. Mike 5-5.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out there.
Alert. Shit. Hey, 55. What? 54 is down. He's coming.
To throw is Watson, operating from the gun. He's going to and my goodness, another interception. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Pick me up. Here we go. Check.
They'll run on 1st down. Muhammad, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They go again with Muhammad. And this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stop him behind the line for the second straight play. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Mariota to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Olivier Vernon able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This is taken at the 3.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Here we go, let's bring it.
They begin this drive with Chubb. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Mike 51. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. 51 to Mike, boy. 51. Alert. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. 59. Tighten up.
On 1st down, it's Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. Watson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now Chubb. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played the responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 25-yard line.
1st down, Texans.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Watson on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Watson throwing again. He finds Hopkins complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Texans cut into that lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that will cut this lead down to 13.
Makes the score Steelers 30, Texans 17. Set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle. Good gain there on first down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. They'll keep it on the ground. Muhammad, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
Gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Quick edge. Quick edge. Go, go.
On 3rd down, Muhammad, and he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. On first, here's Washington. Taking it right down Broadway. The 20. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
That's another Steelers first down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
And Charles, if you're the coach of the losing team, even though you made it to the playoffs and there's part of that that feels good, what do you say to your guys after?
I think you probably tell them how proud you are of them to make the effort to get to this game, and then point them towards the future. If we're good enough to get here, all we've got to do is work harder, be better, and we can be good enough to go farther next season. How many times have we seen a team lose in the playoffs, and that girds them for a championship run in the future?
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Heinz Field.
a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see Modesto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, that make pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number saved, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Hey, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the big skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, hundreds.